Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to draw your attention trackside for the 2014 Wall of Fame induction ceremony here at the Raceway at Western Fair District. For the first time in the history of the Wall, we are inducting a breeding farm, a very worthwhile recipient, a group of people that have done amazing things for the sport of harness racing, especially in southwestern Ontario, Canada-wide, and in fact, North America-wide. To tell us more about this year's inductees, we're going to send it up to the CEO of the Western Fair Association, Mr. Hugh Mitchell.
Thank you, Greg. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to introduce this year's inductees to our Wall of Fame. Clean Acres of Ingersoll, Ontario, and the heart of that farm, the two brothers whose hard work and dedication to the sport of harness racing ensured its prominent position in the industry for many years. Jack and Don McNiven weren't very similar in terms of personality, but they shared a passion for the standardbred horse, and that led to them to take a small breeding farm started by their father in the 1950s and turn it into a world-class operation that for decades produced some of the top pacers and trotters in North America. Jack and Don made a great team and devoted their lives to their farm and their animals. They are both known throughout harness racing circles as men of integrity, immensely passionate about the sport, and always willing to spread the good word to anyone willing to listen. Don, who passed away earlier this year, was the type of person who left an indelible impression on those he met. He was known as much for his contagious smile, outgoing nature, and bright green sports jacket as he was for his passion for the sport. And we now know he is looking down on us with great pride and that very big smile, I'm sure, right now. Jack, who is with us tonight, would be considered the more reserved brother. He wears his heart on his sleeve and always puts his horses first. Jack's meticulous approach has earned him a reputation second to none when it comes to preparing yearlings prior to selling at auction sales across North America. Jack's tremendous contribution to the industry was recognized with his induction into the Canadian Horse Racing Hall of Fame in 2007, the highest honor bestowed upon an individual in our sport. Jack and Don would both say the horses were the real headliners of Clean Acres. Stallions Dallas Almahurst and Frisco Bird, along with broodmares Lair John Heather and Starlight Spring, set the foundation to ensure the farm had a presence among the elite in the industry. However, it was a horse by the name of Run the Table who cemented Clean Acres' place in the upper echelons of standardbred breeding nurseries. Run the Table sired more than 1,400 foals and the winners of well over 95 million during his illustrious breeding career, earning him a well-earned spot in the Canadian Horse Racing Hall of Fame in 2006. But more important than that to Jack and Don was that he was a part of the Clean family. It is safe to say that no two people have given more to the sport than Jack and Don. And tonight, on behalf of the entire industry, I thank them for their tremendous contributions. The racetrack here at Western Fair was the McNiven brothers' home track and a place where they thoroughly enjoyed coming to for more than 50 years. So it's especially fitting that they take their well-earned place on our Wall of Fame. Jack, you and your brother and your farm are a very welcomed and deserving addition to our Wall of Fame. Congratulations, my friend.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Hugh Mitchell. Some fine words there for Colleen Acres, the McNiven family. Time now to unveil the beautiful photo that will now be on display on our very prestigious Wall of Fame. Take it away. There it is. What do you think, folks? Thanks so much for joining us tonight with this special occasion for Colleen Acres. How about one more round of applause for the McNivens and Colleen Acres, our latest inductee to the Wall of Fame here at the Raceway at Western Fair District.
Hey Jack, congratulations on your induction into the Wall of Fame here in London. Certainly a very well-deserved honor. Anybody, of course, that's been involved with harness racing in Ontario for the past several years knows the impact that you and Don and Run the Table and everybody else involved in Colleen Acres has had on Ontario racing. So again, I know Don would be watching down tonight with that big smile on his face that we all know and love. And again, we want to congratulate you on a very well-deserved honor. Enjoy your night.
Good evening, Jack. I'd like to congratulate you on the Wall of Fame induction tonight here at the Raceway. I haven't been in Ontario that long, but I definitely know the impact Colleen Acres has had over the years on horse racing throughout North America. Congratulations once again.
I just want to say congratulations to Jack McNiven on his induction into the Wall of Fame.
Jack, I just heard the good news. You were inducted into the Wall of Fame. Congratulations. Well done. You well deserved.
Congratulations, Jack. Well deserved. Long time coming. The years I spent working for you, you're a hell of a guy. You're doing a hell of a job. We need more guys like you in the industry.
I worked for Jack the first 2 summers after, well, I was going to Seneca College, and the horsemanship that I got from Jack was invaluable my entire racing career, and I really value the quality and the workmanship that he has with his horses and what he's also done for other horse people. He's always been quick to help out with charitable events. So I just want to take the opportunity to congratulate him, and I really think it's richly deserved.
Hi, I'm Ron McLean. I'd just like to offer my congratulations to Jack for your induction into the Wall of Fame here at Western Fair. I only live a couple minutes away from you, and give you a helping hand anytime I can. Good guy, well deserved.
Good for you, Jack, and well meant for sure, and we know that Brother Don will be clapping all the way for you, buddy.
Congratulations, Jack, on your induction to the Wall of Fame, and good work in all your years at Colleen Acres.
Congratulations, Jack, on your induction into the Wall of Fame here at Western Fair. There's nobody else in this area that deserves it more than you do. It's been a pleasure seeing your horses around for years, and hope to see the Colleen name for years to come.
Congratulations, Jack, on your Wall of Fame induction. Well deserved and long overdue. Congratulations.
Jack, on behalf of all of us here at Western Fair Raceway, congratulations to both you and your late brother Don on your induction into our very prestigious Wall of Fame. You and Don join an elite group, a very special group of men and women who have left an indelible mark on horse racing and breeding in this province, and in particular on Western Fair Raceway. You should be very proud of both the contribution and the accomplishments of the McNiven brothers and their breeding farm on our great sport. And although Don is not here to celebrate tonight's honoring, I know he's here in spirit. Savor this well-deserved honor and moment, my good friend. Thanks, Jack.
It is post time now for race number 6. Starter calls them in. Great looking field of pacers to line up. Favorite status remains on the 1. Maka Ballykiel at 4-5. The 3-1 second choice. Number 5, My Man Charlie. Gates moving post time for the Wall of Fame pace. It's Maka Ballykiel. Button up. Nothing but mock. Some mock, some win in the center. Then My Man Charlie. Lawman Rain. Sealster farthest out. The back tier belongs to Kendall Fresco. top of the stretch and towards the start. Gate picks up speed. Here they come. They're off. Nothing But Mock charging out first. Mock of Ballykeel from the pylons, and My Man Charlie fires into the turn. He took second now on the outside, and he's going on in here. Nothing But Mock leading, and he gets reminders to keep going forward. Coulter urging this one on. It's Nothing But Mock. My Man Charlie is hung out on the outside in second. Mock of Ballykeel protects pylons in third. Kendall Fresco to be up with them in fourth. Racing out of fifth is Some Mock, Some Win. Here's your bullet opening quarter, 27-2. Nothing But Mock at 5-1. Trying to turn away My Man Charlie early. Mock of Ballykeel to trip out in third. Kendall Fresco stayed in fourth. Going out fifth, Some Mock, Some Win. Coming off the back end, Sar Sealster next to last was Button Up. The trailer, Lawman Rain, as they come down in front of us. This is Nothing But Mock playing hardball in London. Nothing But Mock puts up the half in 57-1, 29-4. Second quarter rating there. My Man Charlie is hung on the outside in second, still third. Mock of Ballykeel still fourth. Kendall Fresco. It's the three wide side right now for Some Mock, Some Win as My Man Charlie begins to tire. Three wide to follow that off the back goes Sarah Sealster. Saving ground will be Button Up, and the trailer still Lawman Rain going up to three quarters. This was Nothing But Mock, and it could be Mock of Ballykeel going by here. Sarah Sealster jumped it off in the backfield after three quarters in 1:26-1. Mock of Ballykeel come from the pocket, and he puts the neck in front of Nothing But Mock in the final turn. Kendall Fresco getting urging out of third. Button Up fourth, and fifth on the outside for Lawman Rain. They make the swing. It's Mock of Ballykeel fighting back. Nothing But Mock of Ballykeel pacing away. Filion for Morrow in the Wall of Fame pace. Nothing But Mock was second. Kendall Fresco third. It was close. 4-4 between Button Up and Lawman Rain. 155-4. Mock of Ballykeel. Unofficial winner number 1, Mock of Ballykeel. The favorite wins it. Number 3, Nothing But Mock was second. 8, Kendall Fresco was third at 30-1. Number 2, Button Up was fourth. 1, 3, 8, and 2. Top 4 unofficial. Back to the winner's circle here is Mock of Ballykeel. 6-year-old bay stallion by Mach 3. Out of Tegan Riley by Presidential Ball. Bred by Ballykeel Racing of Ontario for owners. Ballykeel Racing Inc. Mock of Ballykeel Stable of Tilsonburg. Here's your winning groom with Mock of Ballykeel, trained by Richard Morrow. Sylvain Filio stayed on for the drive. It's the blanket presentation in the Wall of Fame pace. The Wall of Fame pace going to Mock of Ballykeel. Of course, it's a big night for the McNevin family. Our latest inductee to the prestigious Wall of Fame, Colleen Akers for the McNevins. Their feature race, the Wall of Fame pace, right here going to Mock of Ballykeel. Our Raceway manager, Greg Blanchard, out for the presentation. Nice group setting up for this winner circle photo. Thanks so much for coming out. The Wall of Fame pace, Maka Ballykiel. Congratulations.